exactly what SkyDrive is. So this is kind of our mission, this is our vision statement. You should be able to store any file in SkyDrive. They should be available automatically from any device. With SkyDrive, being able to view without any of the documents, notes, photos, and videos that matter to you. So this is kind of how we see the cloud. There's kind of 3 different types of cloud services we think. There's kind of file clouds, app clouds, and device clouds. And SkyDrive kind of sits at the center of all these types of clouds. So on the files front, we aim to provide a cloud service that's available across all of your devices. All of your files are available everywhere. Really extensive security features and storage limits that can expand to fit all of your needs. So we have storage plans and things like that. Modern apps. So it's not only important that all of your files are available everywhere, but it's important that all of those files work really seamlessly with all the apps that you care about. So that's kind of both first-party and third-party apps. So on the first-party side, we work really well with things like Microsoft Office. And on the third-party side, that's kind of where all of you folks come in. We have a great set of developer APIs that people can use to actually integrate SkyDrive into their apps. And then we have modern devices. So kind of like the future of devices, and we've talked a bit about this when we previewed some of the things that we're doing with Windows 8. We think that SkyDrive is just going to play a really big role in the future of kind of modern cloud. So this is what we just released. I don't know if anybody saw our news on Monday, but we basically had a pretty big release of SkyDrive on Monday. And the kind of top line thing is really big for us is we're now integrated into Windows Explorer and Mac Finder through our apps. So that basically means that when you install the SkyDrive app, it's a super quick download. From download to install, it's about 10 seconds. Crazy fast, a lot of work went into that. Now all of your SkyDrive files are stored locally in your SkyDrive folder that you can use them with any of the apps that you care about that are actually local apps, and just manipulate it in whatever way. So that is really big for us, and the cross-platform thing is very, very important there for us. Second, we've previewed this a bit, but it's really going to be the best cloud for Windows 8. So really what that means is that when you sign into Windows 8 for the first time, you sign in with your Microsoft account. So that means that every user who signs into Windows 8 automatically has a SkyDrive. And then all the apps and things on Windows 8 can just take advantage of that. So we have a Metro style app for Windows 8. It's right on there. There is an option to kind of use like a local account, but there are a lot of benefits that come with using a Microsoft account, like your settings roam between your PCs, you get a SkyDrive, your mail comes down. There's a lot of kind of advantages to having it. It's not absolutely required.
You mean like your live account?
Yes. So yeah, the Microsoft account is what is formerly known as Windows Live ID, basically.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I have that.
Yep. Yeah, and you already have a Microsoft account if you do things like play Xbox, or you have a Windows Phone, or if you ever use Hotmail or Windows Live Messenger, or SkyDrive, or something like that. You already have an account.
What about Passport?
What about Passport? Passport's kind of like the old iteration. So kind of like the progression of our confusingly branded identity solution. There's kind of Microsoft Passport and then Windows Live ID, and kind of the future is Microsoft account. Yep. So the third thing we released is a feature called Fetch. And basically what this does, it actually kind of allows you to kind of roll your own cloud. So this basically lets you fetch any file that's stored on a PC that has the SkyDrive app installed from the web. So like for example, I've got a PC back at home that has like a gigantic hard drive and like a bunch of videos and stuff like that on it, music and things like that. And I don't necessarily want to store all of that in the cloud because it's just a ton of data and it'd be expensive and things like that. So I can actually just go to skydrive.com and remotely browse the entire file structure of that PC just from right there in the browser. So I can play videos, I can download things. So we think that'll be really powerful, and a lot of people will like that as we kind of transition to the cloud. So just kind of some initial reactions and what some people are saying.